What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, in case you missed the Korean live stream today, go check it out. We're going to talk more about that very soon and my thoughts on everything. We had a deep discussion on my live stream, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the state of the game and just my thoughts about everything. All right, I think this is going to be important. But before we go any further, support program. Click that button, get yourself in. We got a brand new code, 2,000 Essence Stones, that I promised all of you that will be sent out today for all supporters. If you have not done so, we also have 4 codes that the actual KR live stream provided. That also gave us an extra 2,000 Essence Stones. This is going to be an additional 2,000. So today, you can get yourself 4,000 Essence Stones by simply supporting me and getting yourself the codes from the KR live stream. And go check out that video. I already put a summary out for you guys, so make sure you do that. All right, let's get into the business at hand. The thing that matters the most right now, all right? And I want to talk about this because this is very important to me. We had a deep discussion. If you want to check out the full discussion, you can go check it out as well on the live stream, which we did this morning right after the KR one. And this specifically is revolving around a few things. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the state of the game. We had the live stream, and I noticed a lot of negativity going on. Now, I want to just say a few things around this negativity and why this matters a lot. So first off, I want you guys to know this video is not to convince you. I'm not defending anybody. I'm not criticizing anybody. What I'm doing is simply giving you my thoughts, all right? My thoughts are important to me, and I feel like I want to share them with the community that I love. Now, I play this game personally as a content creator for 2 reasons. Number 1, it helped me build my channel, and I love the game. Number 2, more importantly than anything else, is my community. I play this game because I love my community. I love you guys. Every live stream you guys join me, and I get to play the games with you. I get to chat with you, shoot the shit with you. It means the world to me. And I want people to realize that Solo Leveling Arise is not a game that I play for fun only, but I also play because I've got the coolest people around me to do it with. All right? That's my thoughts. Now, from a Netmarble perspective, I'll be honest with you guys. Many of you have been like, oh, Payne, this is shit. This is a horrible update, etc., etc., etc. The reason why a lot of people think it's a horrible upgrade is I think for the wrong reasons, right? One of the reasons a lot of people think it's a horrible upgrade is because there's no shadow. Now, we've all been crying for content, correct? I'm going to be honest with you guys. A shadow is not going to give you content. A shadow is a click of a button to give you more power. So that's not giving you content whatsoever, right? I want to get that clear. I think a lot of people are using that as an excuse. Number 2, a lot of people are like, the amplification system's not out yet. So they're also messing around with that. That's also not content, guys. That's not going to give you what you're looking for. That's also a click of a button, which will get you guys in for 30 seconds and get you guys out again with more power. We're on the same page, I hope, with that. Now, they did release a few things from the roadmap that they promised. They got a brand new extreme mode, aka very hard mode on story, which we get the full version of from 1.9 or 1.5 million to 2.5 million. That's going to be very hard to finish. Most people will not be able to do that. Okay, majority of the population of players are nowhere near that. And the people who watch me on YouTube or watch Zaf or Mouse or any content creator, you guys are the elite players. You guys are the players who give a shit about this game. Most players are not in the same boat as you. I want people to understand that concept, right? They're not in the same boat as you. Most people don't even know how to equip artifacts yet. So it's gotten to the point where I think people are using the wrong terminology in terms of content. You're not looking for content, guys. What you're looking for is you're looking for something that'll make you feel like this game is more fun again. And I think after speaking to everybody, the reality of it is simple. I think people are just bored of the game. I think that's it. I think that's all it is, guys. I think if you step back for a couple minutes and you really look at it, you know, solo leveling, this is the core solo leveling gameplay. We may get co-op. We are going to get co-op. They showed a co-op mode that actually lets us play with other players. It's coming to Solo Leveling Arise. That didn't make anybody happy. That still made people mad. People were upset the fact that, you know, we weren't getting hard story modes. Now we got one with 2.5 million. That's still not making people happy. Right, we got brand new WOBLs, we got brand new characters coming out. That still didn't make people happy. People use the Jinna being delayed as an excuse to you know, shit on the company. Again, you guys can shit on the company for one reason, in my opinion, one reason only. In my opinion, my humble opinion, is the fact that they've been horrible in communicating. Their communication levels are that of toddlers. They should have not promised us all these extra things in all these months and not delivered. I think that's what set people in this mode. I think that's what triggered everybody, right? It wasn't the fact that they didn't give us content and all that. And that was a part of it. But the communication levels was bad. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. And I said this in the stream. You look at any new game you play. After a certain while, the game gets stale. I was using Crystal of Atlan as an example. I played that every single day with my boys and the girls that play with us. right? We play all the time. We're on Discord. We're constantly playing. But what are we doing after a month? We're farming the same content every single day just to get power-ups. The only difference between that and SLA is the fact that we already got those power-ups in SLA, and all we're doing now is doing the same thing we're doing at COA, except for Crystal Event is brand new. Same thing with players who play WUWA. A new patch comes out. You finish that patch. What are you doing? You're logging in, doing dailies, you're logging off. Most of you guys have had a longer relationship with this game or your games than you have with your girlfriends. Straight, real talk. So most of us can't even commit to something for a year, yet we're committing to a game for a year. You guys think it's not going to be stale after a while? And this is what I've been trying to say, is that I think the game that everyone feels like they want doesn't really exist after a while because you've just done the same motions, right? But that's the purpose of a gacha. The purpose of a gacha is to make you grind the same thing every single day. It's like clocking in at work, doing your hours, clocking out, doing the same thing every single day. And I think there's a level of FOMO that people feel like if they don't log in for a month, 2 months, they're going to be too far behind. The reality of this game is the longer you don't play, the more powerful you get because all the new things they implement to help newer players or returning players is way better than what existing players have. So I think what a lot of players are going through is not the blame of the devs necessarily, but it's just a fatigue of the game. It's just a fatigue of the game, guys. If every single day you woke up, you ate the same meal, you drove the same car, which most of us do, right? If you saw the same faces, you get comfortable. And that excitement level that you once had, those expectations in real life usually fall out. Now you're like, Payne, this is a game though. You shouldn't be comparing it to real life, but I can. Because these games also have limitations. They're made by humans, right? And I think solo leveling has hit its peak. And by peak, I mean like, this is the game, besides maybe 1 or 2 more modes, in a nutshell. Sure, they'll make adjustments here and there. Sure, there'll be a couple new things that'll spice things up. But at the end of the day, I think people are just mad and it's become a domino effect. And I just want people to, and I said this many times in the live show, I want people to tether and understand their expectations need to be more realistic. Right? A gacha game is not meant to be a time-consuming thing. A gacha game is meant to be, you log in, you do your stuff, you log out. Some exciting things you get to be around. You get to be around a content creator you enjoy. You get to be around the community that you love in Discord. And that really is the gist of it. Right? I think the expectations that we have from the devs are not our fault, though. And I think the devs need to get this together. They need to understand that you cannot constantly delay things you say you're going to release. If the communication was better, if you guys would say, you know what, we're only releasing half of this stuff, in your dev notes, we would be a lot more inclined to be like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's okay, a little quiet, but at least some good things are coming, right? And it's crazy because I feel like the codes they gave us, and all the extra bonus stuff that we're getting, and even though it's a collab that nobody wants really at the end of the day, it needs to happen at this point because it's already been in the books, is going to be enough to keep our attention for the next month. Now, people are like, well, what about Jinna? Well, quite honestly, technically, and I hate to say this, they're doing it July 31st. It's still July, right? And you can't bring out Jinna with these pop idol collabs that nobody wants because if they did come out at the same time as these girls, nobody would be summoning on these girls. Everybody would be going after Jinna and it would be considered a unsuccessful collab. Right now, they're also giving us 3 free units of what it looks like from each one. That's kind of pretty good. That's kind of pretty good, I'll admit. I was expecting to be a lower rate for the summons. They kept that the same, but they gave us 3 extra units. So an A1 or an A2 version of a unit, we only need to get 4 more if you want to finish them off to A5, right? Your call. Now, I hate doing these kind of videos and I love doing these kind of videos because I get to express myself. But at the same time, I know the amount of hate I will get for trying to be as logical as I can in this and not trying to like doomsay or, making that marble look like absolute garbage. I know some of you guys are hurt. Some of you guys have spent a ton of money. I've spent a ton of money, for God's sakes. My pay-to-win account is almost 20K, right? But I've also grown to foster this community. I've grown to love the people I hang around with on a daily basis, and I've grown to love the game. Yes, it's dry, but I'm a gacha veteran. Dryness is something I'm accustomed to when it comes down to gachas, and I'm used to it because, quite honestly, it allows me to go on live streams and play other games with you guys and talk about different things and experience different avenues of content creating that I normally wouldn't be able to do. It's different for a content creator, right? But for you guys, some of you guys, this might not be the way to go. So take a break. Take a break and see what happens. I really don't think it's going to be as detrimental to your account as you may think. My thoughts. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Now, I may get a lot of dislikes for this video, and that's fine. I take the hits when they come. Netmarble, get your shit together, though. Communicate better, right? I'm really happy with some of the things that are coming out, but you got to stop hyping things up and then taking it away. That's like telling a kid they can have a lollipop and then giving them broccoli. And you're like, the fuck, I didn't go for this. You told me a lollipop, and you're like, now you're not getting it for another 3 months. That's crazy. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Get those support codes in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.